And we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiskey Charlie, the War Game Chat, our monthly show on YouTube. I'm your host, Mo from Mo's Game Table, and joining me are my two awesome co-hosts, everybody's favorite Gimp with the Limp, the Gimpy Gamer Nate Rogers, or as we will call him tonight, Sheriff Nate Rogers. How's it going?
Another glorious day in the court, man.
There you go. And the Wargaming Wizard from Oz, Kev Sharp from the Big Board. How's it going, Kev?
Good. Not as good as him by the looks of it.
You don't have your cool cowboy hat on tonight.
I have no cowboy hat tonight.
So, yeah.
Cowboy hat just put a smile on your face, man.
Well, you put a smile on everybody's face tonight because you're hiding your face. But
well, it should make y'all feel better.
Oh, man. So what's been going on with you guys? I know you guys have both been real busy lately. What's been up with you, Nate?
I've been working a lot on the game in the background there. War in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know that one?
No, not familiar with it.
All right. You know the game War in the Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah. Admiral's Edition, the digital one.
Uh-huh.
All right. So this is that, except it's the Spanish Civil War right before World War II.
Okay.
And it is ungodly complex. I've
Really?
been trying to learn that game for weeks, and it is hard. You got, units, same stuff, NATO counters, all the stuff we're used to, but you can't just click on it and move the unit. No, there's like 8 different options just for movement.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what adds to the complexity? I mean, what are the options that you have?
All right. So like if you want to transport a unit by ship, right? So they're on this island, you want to move them over to the mainland to attack. You can't just click go there. You've got to organize your logistics. You've got to create a fleet from your ships that are available, assign those fleets to a port, figure out, make sure your units are at the port, assign the units to a army group, assign the army group to a strategic move so they will pack their gear, get them to load the ship. And this takes time, so you can't just move them instantly. Once they're done packing, you can put them on the ship, and then they've got to sail to a port and reverse the process. So it's in depth. I mean, the game War in Pacific is the whole Pacific War, right? The shipping, that 10,000 counter game, right? Board game version. It's the digital game version of it. Keeps track of everything, even down to the individual pilots.
Wow.
Same thing going on here. So it's going to take me a while to learn this one enough to actually play it. It's kind of daunting. I'm a little afraid of it right now because I don't want to look like an ass when I'm trying to play it.
But here's the question for you. Here's a question for you, though. You're saying it seems daunting now. Is that daunting in a good way or daunting in a frustrating way? Like
it's not for everybody.
Many options. Yeah,
it's not for everybody. This is a hardcore wargamer game. This is not for the general run-of-the-mill audience. There is no more complex game I can think of than this.
But is it complexity when you're adding in all the administrative tasks? Or is it, I mean, because that's stuff that when you think about it, that's all stuff that's broken down in staff positions, logistics and all those planning and operations and logistics, intelligence, all that's broken down in different groups here. If you're the one person playing the game, and you have to delve into the minutia of, okay, I want to get this unit, and this unit, and they have to go over here. So now I've got to create a fleet, and I've got to tell them to get on board the thing, and don't forget to pack their toothbrush. And I mean, some people do love that. Me, I would find that terribly annoying. But
that's just me.
You have the option to turn it off though, and make it where it'll just.
Can you automate that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Not that I know of. I mean,
if you can't automate it, that's a big no for me.
You can choose the commanders down to the individual companies. You can assign different commanders. They have stats. They have supplies.
But do they carry out those orders for you? I mean, because you're doing it from the top level all the way down to the Frago. It seems like it's like,
yeah. I mean, it's down to like company level. I think is as deep as it goes. But you're making all of the decisions.
Damn.
For everything.
That's making all the decisions. That's too much. That takes me out.
That's like playing Death Ride Curse with one hand behind your back.
No, I mean, there are some people that are into that level of complexity. I just think people need to know what they're getting into. They need to know this isn't a layman's game. This isn't something you can pick up and play. It's not going to hold your hand. You need to know what the hell you're doing. Oh, yeah, and I just put that up there. Gunner Heat PC.
How was that game?
You haven't played it? You're a tanker and you haven't played it?
I did videos on it like over a year ago.
Oh, yeah. He's updating it too slow, dude. God,
No, he's not. He's been consistent. When you think about all the individual vehicles that are in that game, that's a lot of modeling to build. That's a lot.
He's been in early access for how many years now?
Yeah, but it's like, what is it? A 2-person studio? I think it's just a couple guys, one or two guys. I think that's it. I think they're doing an amazing job for what they're doing it with.
There's no better game for controlling a tank in a single player experience.
There is. Steel Beast Pro.
No.
Steel Beast Pro is the pinnacle of tank simulation.
Steel Beast?
Steel Beasts Pro, the professional edition.
I heard bad reviews about that.
That's because the people who played it were more arcade shooter type gamers. Steel Beast Pro is what the military uses.
That's legit, dude. It's 100%.
Yeah, that is definitely. I mean, it's definitely a big step above Gunner Heat PC. But Gunner Heat PC is the closest thing that you'll get in the home simulation market for Steel Beast Pro.
Is it? Well, it's not on Steam.
Because it's not available through Steam. You have to go buy it because you have to get the security key and everything else to be able to play it. And the last I checked, when I bought it, it was like $150. And I bought it years ago.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little too much for a video game.
Well, this is
It's
true
an
too.
Experience.
In a real tank is the best simulation. This is true. All you got to do is raise your right hand, and there you go. But you can't do it in the Marine Corps. Not no more.
Yeah, no, they got rid of our tanks.
Mm-hmm. Got to go to the Army.
The Army's been trying to get rid of us out of jealousy for years.
But anyway, so aside from the frustration you're feeling with war in Spain, anything else?
Just got done filming Combat Mission, Shock Force 2.
Nice.
They just got an update for that. And while Combat Mission is good, I can't really review it because it's been around for so long. It's not really a review. I think at this point, people either have the game or they don't.
You can still review it. There's nothing stopping you from reviewing a 10 or 20 or 30-year-old game even.
The game is good. Combat Mission is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good skeletal structure. The only problem is it's just dated. It's old. It's showing its wear at this point. They need to come out with Combat Mission 2. They need a new engine for the game. They're long past needing one. Update the graphics, update the glitchiness of it. It can work better all the way around. Yeah, it's great. If you know Combat Mission, you can play any of the different games.
Yeah.
And there's like 10 of them?
Yeah, but what's the financial incentive for them to do that if it's still selling? That's the thing. If it's still selling and people are still buying them, then they're not going to feel a financial incentive to develop a new engine and everything else.
I think sales have dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I would pick one up if it's on sale, because I don't think their asking price is fair, because they're $60 still at retail, 30 to 40 for a DLC.
Yeah.
So for one game,
that's why you got to wait for the sales. Yeah.
One game and all its DLCs, you're looking at $100+
Mm-hmm.
And for a game that's 20 years old, I think that's kind of steep. They should be dropping down their asking price. I mean, even at 50% off, it's still a little steep at this point.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The game's great. I love Combat Mission. I have a lot of fun with it. I just think it's time for new Combat Mission. They have squeezed this lemon dry. They've got the juice. It's time to move on to the next.
And that's what your video should be. You should be calling on them to go out there and create a new one. You should start a movement.
Yeah, well, I said that very thing in the review. It wasn't for a big review. It was just a battle pack. It was a small little DLC for like $10.
Oh, there you go. They are working on Combat Mission too.
Oh, good.
So there you go. Now, yeah, definitely very happy about the Americans winning the gold. That was an amazing game. It was so much fun to watch, and it was two best teams on the biggest stage in the world playing a game that went to overtime, just like with the women's game went to overtime to settle it.
Yeah.
And they did, and of course there's some whining and there's some butt hurt. There always is. But, the main thing is I would feel the same way if the Americans had lost and won the silver. I would be proud of them. You should be proud of your team. They're representing your country, and to be in the top two, and Finland with the bronze, to be in the top three to make the podium is an amazing feat.
Yeah.
So all three countries should be proud of their players, and
Exactly.
for the men and for the women. But yeah, I'm super stoked and really happy for them, and I loved it that it was Jack Hughes from the New Jersey Devils that scored it, and especially after he got a tooth knocked out earlier.
Oh,
and,
dude, yeah. He looks savage.
It was just the best. And I was like, it was so funny because so many people, they're like, oh, you're in hockey. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize that like guys get teeth knocked out and they're bloody and all this. I was like, yeah. And they're like, wow, this is a great game. I said, it's the best game in the world. It's the best game ever. And I mean, especially if you've never been to a hockey game, go to a live game. And don't sit high if you can. Sit down as low as you can. I mean, don't sit down on the glass because you'll miss out on a lot of the action, but sit down low. You will see the speed of the game, and you'll be able to follow the puck a lot easier in person than you do on TV. And the game is much faster in person than it is on TV. TV does slow it down. I think TV slows down every sport. It does seem that way because when you're there, football seems faster. Pitches in baseball seem faster. Right. Everything seems faster.
Especially also with all the ads as well. It's down too.
And hockey is just great live because it's pretty much nonstop. And either you go for 20-minute period and then you have 16-minute intermission, then you go for another 20, another 16, and then another 20. Sometimes there's a 7-minute overtime. So
the Carolina Hurricanes actually came through our neighborhood. They did a big publicity push. So they went to a lot of the neighborhoods in our local area. They were supposed to be giving out like T-shirts and pucks and stuff for the kids. And we thought they would like stop, take a picture or something, right? They made this big announcement, said it was going to be this huge thing. Our neighborhood got together. We had all the kids together. Literally the van drove by, threw out a couple of fake pucks and then drove off.
Here's a couple of foam pucks.
Yeah, it was foam pucks. We're like, you can't even like toss some real pucks. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah,
no, they didn't stop. No T-shirts, no pictures, nothing. Just hi, bye, and gone. And we're like, okay, well, that's really not going to encourage people to come your way.
No, it definitely won't. And the other thing too that hurts is with all the professional sports nowadays and concerts, tickets are just so out of control with the pricing.
It's outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just talking, they have the Stars on Ice coming here to Texas, and they're going to be at the Allen Event Center, CTX Event Center, they call it. They're going to be there in May. So out of curiosity, I was like, let's go see Ticketmaster. Let's see what tickets are. Now, this is the arena where the Americans play, the ones that I do the broadcast for, and it holds about 6,400 to 6,800 people. It's not a gigantic arena. They're charging for the end seats and the end of the ice. They're charging $110. For center ice seats, they're charging $859.
Get out.
Yeah, I am like, are you effing kidding me? $900 to go see figure skaters? And no offense to them. I've been to figure skating shows before.
No, all the events in the world. $800 to watch figure skating is insane.
I mean, it's like, okay, if this is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, maybe I can see you trying to charge me $800-900, but this is just a regular event. This isn't something like special or something. So I was like, that's insane. But they're all doing it. All these concerts and all, they're just so out of control now to the point where I'm like when Rush announced they were coming out of retirement, I was like, oh, I got to go see my boys. And then I saw the tickets and I was like, I'm not going to see my boys. I ain't paying $1,500, $3,000 for a ticket. I love Rush, but not that much. I'm sorry. I've seen them enough times. I don't need to see them again and get raked over the coals for that kind of money. This is thanks to Live Nation. They've just, there needs to be something done with that, but there never will be because all the politicians are getting paid off by these guys. So no one will ever have the stones to go against them and do antitrust or anything like that. So anyway, Over to you, Kev. What have you been up to?
No PC games.
Nope. Only
No.
board games.
Only board games at the moment. Let's see. So go back in time. So did BCS? I played that chair scenario from the BCS Inflection Point module. That was pretty interesting. I enjoyed that. Trying to get my head around more completely around the BCS system, and I think I'm getting there. I'm tempted to set up Panzer's Last Stand and play a small scenario from that. Took a break from complicated stuff and played some World at War 85 because what's more awesome than blowing up T-80s and fun stuff like that. So that was that was cool. And let's see, what else have I got? I'm goofing around with 2 playtests. I haven't started one yet. That Silent Dead or Silent Death system that Greg Blanchard.
Oh yeah. The one he's doing through, was it Revolution?
With Legion.
Legion, that's right, Legion.
I'm going to actually play it opposed versus solo, so that'll be cool. So I've got all the files for that. I've got the rules here on the screen. Actually, it's been a couple of years since I looked at it, so I need to have a fresh up.
How close are those to going to print? Has he said?
I think it's next year. I mean,
so Legion, it won't be till 27.
Yeah, I think Legion's pretty slow. Now it might be sooner, but I doubt it.
You know? Well, the good thing with Legion is they are slow, but when they do get them out there, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So and then I've got I'm playing Spring Prelude as well, which is another great game. Playing that on Vassal with my buddy and having a lot of fun with that. That's a great game. Super impressed with that. I finished up a Great Battles of History game. I think that might have been the last show. I played Modal's Counterattack, a little bit of that. It's kind of even with the optional rules, it's kind of light. It's interesting battle because it's set around the Warsaw Uprising, and so the Germans falling back and the Russians closing in on the Germans as the Warsaw Uprising happens. So that's interesting. But I'm going to wait for my proper version of it to come and play it because I understand there's a few differences. And I made a snap purchase of Dresden, a Napoleonics game, and I haven't moved a county yet, but I'm already regretting it. So we'll see what happens with that one. And I think that's it. And then and I'm First Man in Rome from Thin Red Line games that I'm goofing around with that Vassal module a little bit, mainly just proofing rules and things. I've only played like one turn of it, but that's about it.
Then you had an interview on Hexy's channel.
Oh yeah, I did. That was last weekend. Yeah, that was interesting. That went for a long time. They can talk.
Oh yeah,
especially Hexy.
He's a talker. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we're no, that's true. ECHL is a great level of hockey if you have ECHL near you, and I think you have one in North Carolina, the Gargoyles. Nate, if you get a chance, you can go see. Those tickets are much more reasonable, like $30-$40 range, and at that level, because it's AA, it's 2 steps from the NHL. The teams you have really good access to the players. Like there's usually I'll have to look and see. I think they're in Greensboro, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's 3 hours for me.
Okay, so it's probably, it's too far. Yeah,
but speaking of, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, speaking of PC games, we still haven't played any Fallujah.
No, we have not. We have not. And I've been dying to play because I haven't played. And I have not played any PC games since when we last talked. I did not get back and play any more Sea Power because I was like, when we had that ice storm here, I was like, okay, well, I've got a few days of doing nothing. So I ended up playing a little bit too much of that. And by the time it was all said and done, I had like 125 hours into it. I'm like, okay, I think I need to get some other stuff going here because it's very easy, especially with PC games. It's very easy. And the naval games, it's very easy to get into something. And next thing you know, without even blinking an eye, you're 5-6 hours in.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
you're
totally.
just like, holy crap, I've been playing all night. Start at like 7, 8 o'clock, and next thing you know, it's just 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like, holy crap, I've been playing that long, but it just goes by super fast. It's like when you play Harpoon back in the day. This is kind of the same thing, but it's a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the heck out of that game so far.
That's awesome. Have you been playing anything or doing any tutorials?
Well, I haven't done any tutorials. The one I have on the table I just set up because I just got the video done is Bismarck Sea, because I'm going to try to play that tonight. Have you gotten a chance to play yet, or just read the rules?
I started first turn and then ran into some questions, so I popped those off. There's errata out, so you should probably grab it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a page. There's just some things that
the rules they could use some massaging.
They could use some massaging, and there's a strategic cycle and an operational cycle, and the linkage between those two is not clear.
It's a little weird. It's not clear. Yeah, so, I thought the same thing too.
Yeah, so they clarified all that. I can send it to you. I've got a PDF.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because the thing that got me with that, reading the rules, because I do like I always do with games like that. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna plop down the map. I'm gonna put the counters out. I'm going to go by the setup, because that's how I grade things right away. It's like, okay, if I can do it right out of the book without any questions or too many questions, then that's good. And right away I was like, okay, I could interpret it this way. I could interpret it that way. I think it's this way, because the tracks because you had the separate one for the operational and the what is it, strategic, and then the operational. The operation's up in the top right, I think, and the strategic's down at the bottom left of the map.
Right. That's right.
And that's where you have your reinforcements too. You put down there,
right?
For different turns, 2 through 6.
It's just a little funky. So I was trying to work out: is it 86 turns or is it 16 turns, or or whatever it was, right?
Yeah,
turns per strategic phase, or 13 turns per strategic phase.
Yeah, that is a little weird. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to just go into this blind and I'm going to see how it works as I'm playing it, to try to grasp it. And because I understand the strategic is 1 week, and that's your prepping and you're getting all your flights together, training, whatever. And then the operational is 3 hours at a clip.
Even though it says day 1 and day 2 of the operational week, but it's only 2 days of operational activity inside a week.
Yeah. So it's like your weekend is when you go fight.
Day 1 and day 2. So so it's just a little unclear there. Hang on just 1 sec.
So it's like Monday through Friday is your prep, and then Saturday, Sunday are your fighting times.
And there's a Bismarck
Battle of the Bismarck Sea. Yeah,
I don't know that one.
It's a new one that War Diary is that has come out with.
Oh, maybe I haven't got the War Diary magazine. It might be in my mailbox. I've actually been
Sensuicon. Nice.
So you didn't get that one?
No, I did not.
Remember I was on the phone with you when that came in?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember I was like, what the hell?
And I said that might be Sensuicon, and that's what it was. And I've been hearing about. I was wondering, how is that new Voyager? Because I've kind of gotten the things I've read about it are kind of mixed.
That's why I've heard that it's bad, and I'm gonna be upset if it is, because Voyager's my favorite Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Voyager was great. I love Voyager.
I loved Voyager. That was my jam. But supposedly the game isn't that good. It's like a bad mobile translation or something. So I don't know. I wasn't really up for wasting money on something that didn't have a good review for it. And I've already got so many others that are needing to take my time. That Secret Project, I'm not allowed to film it yet because it's still on a embargo.
Mm-hmm.
But Total Victory, World War II.
Supposed to say it. You're not
no, I
can even say it.
I can say what it is. I just can't put anything up of it. Have you seen the previews of the ads for it?
No, I have not.
It's a complete World War II sim. So think war and
it's like Grigsby's.
Yeah, kind of like that. Except it covers the whole world, right? All of World War II. Hex Encounter game, supposed to be pretty good. The guy's got some other stuff under his belt that he's done well with. I don't know, why is everyone saying I do not have black eyes? I don't know why people keep saying I've got black eyes.
Well, they're saying you got a black eye, and that's why you're wearing a hat to hide it, so that way nobody knows.
I mean, she smacks me around a little bit, but nothing that bad.
That's funny.
Oh, that's cool. So
I remember every episode of Voyager. I love the time travel one where the Doc gets his mobile hollow emitter.
Mm-hmm.
So they go back to the 1990s. And then my favorite is when they fight the Borg. And then that 70 Show Dad, when he guest stars on for 2 episodes, the Year of Hell.
Oh, the Year of Hell. Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to, the Krenin. That's right. They were fighting the Krenin and their time torpedoes. And they have to fight them for the year, and the Voyager gets destroyed. That ship was destroyed like 6 times throughout the...
For a ship that was in the Delta Quadrant, away from the Alpha Quadrant, where everything else in Star Trek takes place, and they have no deep space outposts to go to and shipyards to go to. Man, they are really good at repairing that damn ship that's getting blown up. And how many times? Oh yeah, decompressions on deck 4, 6, and 8. It's like, okay, how are you going to fix that when it's just a force field in place? You got like crews that go out and like do like an NASCAR pit crew and
replicators.
Fix it. I know,
so
but
they can turn energy into matter,
into
so they
anything,
can create new pieces from nothing, essentially, right? So they just need the warp core to make new parts for the ship.
But they would be using up all of the dilithium. When you think about, they're using replicators for food, they're using replicators for clothes, they're using replicators for parts, and it's not like, oh yeah, I need a new wrench. No, they're like, we need a bulkhead for the entire deck on deck 6. It's like, that's a lot of replicating.
I don't think
what are they making it from?
Yeah, from they recycle whatever they don't use. They just recycle, and that matter ends up getting reused.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they should have leaned harder into they're on their own. They don't have any backup. They're having to scavenge for supplies.
Mm-hmm.
That could have given
kind of like Enterprise. Enterprise kind of did a little bit of that. They did do some scavenging in Voyager.
They would do like one episode. I'm talking. They did those stupid episodes where they were in like the holodeck and doing the Irish town. I was like, those are the worst episodes. Like, shut up. No, I don't want to see Star Trek in old English bullshit. No.
Well, that way they don't have to they don't have to do anything new. They can just recreate some bullshit from the past.
It's a lot less. It's easier on the special effects budget,
right?
When
and the creative writing as well, right? So let's send them back to kill Hitler.
Yeah, exactly.
If someone's tried the Star Trek game, let me know if it's any good. If it's worth getting, I'll get it and I'll do a video on it, because I love Star Trek. So I'll play it if it's actually worth playing.
Well, there we go. A little trivia piece. Bunch of nerds. Yeah, we are. We are definitely a bunch of nerds.
Yeah,
that's why we're all talking about nerdy things. And you nerds are tuned in.
Yeah.
And you're nodding your head. Yeah.
To get back to wargaming, since Suicon is good, it's worth getting the roll and write games. It adds something new, so it's not just a new skin for the Hunters or Silent Victory. Yeah. They've got the midget subs. Are they called chitin?
Chitin.
K-I-K-A-I.
Suicide torpedoes.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Chitin. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Chitin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chitin torpedoes, which evidently were not very effective historically speaking.
No, they weren't.
Like 30 ships.
Yeah.
Not anywhere as effective as the kamikaze, but those are modeled in the game. They've got the aircraft actually modeled that the submarine could carry on deck and launch and do bombing missions. So you can actually get a mission where you have to sail to the west coast of America, launch your little seaborne plane so it can bomb the forest and try to cause a forest fire. And then you try to pick it up and sail back. So the game's worth getting. It's more the roll and write. So if you've liked American Tank Ace or you've liked the Hunters or Silent Big, then get this one. You'll like it. And good grief, $52. I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Greg Smith engine. If you like his style and that's the theme that you like submarines, you're going to enjoy it,
Yeah, but it's not reinventing the wheel.
No.
It's got the Japanese flavor to it, but you're not going to be seeing like whole new gameplay.
So it's kind of more, it's more ramen than it is something else, or
I don't think
More
there's-
ramen than
more
schnitzel.
ramen than sauerkraut, or
Yeah,
Schnitzel.
definitely more ramen than sauerkraut.
less schnitzel, more sushi.
More sake, no beer. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like it'd be a fun game, and it looked like it was going to be a great game. And it's Greg, so you know if you like his style of games, you know that you're going to enjoy it.
That's your Japanese submarine commander.
Nice.
Very ramen. Very ramen.
Ramen.
So, how far did you go in your career so far before getting sunk?
Oh, I haven't played the career yet. I just reviewed the game so far. I haven't got a chance to play very far in it. So far, all I've done is go to Pearl Harbor, patrol, sink a ship, evade the escort, and sail back to Japan. So I've just barely scratched the surface of it at this point. Have you had a chance to play it?
No, I don't have it yet, so I haven't played it.
Oh, I thought you ordered it.
No, not yet. I haven't got it yet.
See, I got on to Greg about this because I think that Compass made a huge mistake when they launched their Kickstarter for this. Did you see
Why
the
is that?
days? The specific days? It went from like December 19th to December 26th, I think it was.
Right.
So they
It's
ran it
tough.
for 1 week, and they ran it for the week of Christmas.
Yeah, that's tough.
And this is where I'm like, you need to run your Kickstarters when your customers have money, not when you want money.
Right. But they don't
Your
really
customers
care.
are going to have the least amount of disposable income at Christmas time.
Right.
Yeah, but like Kev said, they're not going to really care because that's just trying to scoop up some extra customers.
Yeah,
The
it's
people that
already
pre-ordered
printed,
are
right? It's
yeah,
already
it's already
printed and in the warehouse. It's really just a marketing thing for them.
Yeah.
That's why the raise is only like $7,000 or $8,000. So, but regardless, it would have sucked if it had failed, right? So if they didn't
Yeah.
get, because everyone's I spent all my
it's Christmas. I
money.
can't spend any more money. Yeah.
So they probably didn't plan that very well.
That's what I told Greg. I contacted Greg and I was like, look, dude, I'm broke. I just bought all these Christmas gifts. I don't have extra money for games. I'm like, so can you send me a review copy when it comes out? And he's like, yeah. I'll send it your way. Appreciate it, bud. But I was like, next time, tell Compass, wait a couple of weeks. Run your Kickstarter at the beginning of the month or across a pay period or somewhere besides Christmas. Like, that's just the absolute worst time that
I
you
think
could
they
run a
just stick 'em-
Kickstarter.
I think they just stick them on the calendar.
Yeah, I think they just put them up there.
And do them. They don't care when they fall necessarily. It's just a marketing thing because
I think you got to care. You got to do what's
Why?
in the best interest of your customer. You're going to get more
why?
backers.
It's already been on pre-order for a year.
They don't need the
Compass
capital.
isn't the usual company running games on Kickstarter. They have a lot of pre-orders that aren't
Right,
on
So they don't care.
Kickstarter. But the rest of the companies that just run Kickstarters, they've seen from their sales that the most amount of backers come in the first 2 days and the last
Sure.
2 days.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's always first 48,
Yeah.
last 48.
Yeah, I get it. But
So a lot
what I'm
of them are
saying is
thinking-
Compass doesn't care, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
It may matter to other publishers, but it doesn't matter to them because they don't care because they print however many they print at a time. It's 2 titles, 6 titles, 10 titles, stick them in the warehouse, and then 3 weeks before they're going to ship it, they do a Kickstarter and go, hey, we got a thing out, it'll be available, we're shipping, and then they get an extra $8,000 worth of sales.
Well, that's why people go, when is this going to ship? When's it going to ship? I always
Right.
say, look for the Kickstarter. When you
Like,
see
if
the
you haven't
Kickstarter, it's going to be
worked-
within a month.
If you haven't worked that out yet, you're a dumbass and you don't deserve to be buying any games.
Compass is fast. I mean, the longest
Yeah.
I've seen from them after a Kickstarter ends is like 3 months, and they've got it delivered. Usually, they're faster than that,
Mhm.
and that's a good idea. If someone did one of those rolling right games, but did it in the Star Trek universe, I would absolutely eat that shit up.
There's only one problem to that. You can only do it as a
The
free
IP
print and
costs a
play. You
fortune.
couldn't do it as a, like Compass wouldn't be able to do it because they'd have to pay for the IP, which would be very pricey.
Well, they could use
They could do it.
their
It's just
Starship.
they could, but the thing is for it to be in the Star Trek universe, to use even the Star Trek name, you'd have to pay the licensing for that.
Yeah, it's all trade.
So all that stuff, it gets really pricey pretty quick. So that's why you do that stuff.
Who
for
owns
free.
that? Does Disney own that?
Paramount.
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 Yeah,
I've
and
never
they've
watched.
destroyed
I've
it.
never watched any of the new stuff. I think it's
Oh,
all-
the new one has
all-
bombed bad.
The new
Star
stuff
Trek
is-
Academy.
Yeah, well, the new stuff is garbage.
Oh,
the-
just talk
Star
about. I
Trek,
haven't
Star
really
Trek
watched it.
Academy is the worst out of all the bad that they've done. It's the worst.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
very first episode, they had the hologram character eat her comm badge.
What?
It's so stupid. The Klingon character, right? So
Uh-huh.
Klingons are warriors.
Yeah.
It's a warrior culture, very
Yeah.
macho, very masculine. They have the male Klingon character who loves bird watching, and he's gay, and he's a coward.
Okay.
That's what they've done with Star Trek. The ultimate warriors, Klingons, and he's a gay bird watcher. No
Well, it's-
bullshit. Go look it up.
It's 1,000 years in the future. I didn't even bother with it because I mean,
Yeah.
Discovery was garbage. The only thing that was
Yeah.
decent out of Discovery was Michelle Yeoh, because Michelle Yeoh is phenomenal as an actress. And then they had that Strange New Worlds part of it was good with Pike. And then the first 2 seasons, Strange New Worlds first one was good. Second one was decent. The third one, it lost me by episode 6, and I think it was. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then when I saw Starfleet Academy, I was like, oh, they're going to do Starfleet Academy. And then I said, oh, it's going to be 1,000 years in the future. And it's going to be after, I think it's even after the Discovery timeline.
Way out.
Because I was like, at first I was like, oh, okay, cool. You got Paul Giamatti, who is a friggin' amazing actor. Everything he's in is great. And Holly Hunter, who I also like. And then I was like, yeah, this is like 90210 in space.
They're supposed to be the draw cards to get people.
They
in.
brought back Robert
Yeah.
Picardo to try to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
fan
the
service.
doctor. Mhm.
Yeah, the doctor. And of course he's aged, 20 years.
He's a hologram. You don't need to age him, but because he's older as a person,
They put it in that he added aging to his program so he will age up to make people feel better being around him, to explain why he's gray now.
yeah,
But even he can't save the series.
yeah,
Don't watch it. It's garbage.
yeah.
I watched Picard. I think that's the last time I watched Star Trek.
Picard, I was not keen on. I think it was season 2. Season 3 of Picard was
I
really,
watched,
really
like,
good.
The first 2 or 3 seasons, and after that, I was like, you know what, this is
Because season 3 of Picard was basically Next Generation reunion, and they brought them all back. And Next Generation was good. Of course, it's classic. I loved DS9, Voyager, and I think my favorite of all, though, it had to be Enterprise, because I felt it really got across that pioneering thing of the Star Trek universe. I thought it was really cool. It was good. Now, it did have the whole the temporal Cold War. That was kind of a thing that kind of did hurt the show. It helped and hurt the show at the same time, because it was a really involved storyline, but at the same time, it was kind of, it threw you off a little bit. As you were getting into it, you kept getting sidetracked with this temporal Cold War thing, and it was like I said, it was good and bad to it. I really liked it, but I could see where people didn't, like it.
I've never watched that one. I can't comment.
It's good. It's good. Scott Bakula plays the captain of the NX-01, the first Enterprise, and it's basically them. They're the first warp.
No, I saw
5.
the first episode. So.
Yeah, it was like the first Warp 5 ship, but this is them taking their first steps. So they show you how they go out there and they're dropping buoys so they can have subspace relays back to Starfleet and they can communicate with them. They're showing you how they slowly, over the course of the 4 seasons of the show, they build up the red alert status and all these things and why they come up with them. Because they didn't have those procedures at first. They were just explorers. They weren't expecting to get into fights. Well, they got into plenty of fights, and then they learned along the way, well, we've got to be prepared for, threat situations. This is what we need to do. So I thought it was kind of cool. You're seeing, like I said, the pioneering steps of how all the things that we took for granted with the original series and all the other series after, Yellow Alert, Red Alert, all that stuff, the things like that, we see the genesis of them, which I thought was kind of neat. So overall, it was really, really good series, I thought. Yeah, to get on, put on the Enterprise. The only new show I've watched is Fallout. Have not watched that.
That one's actually pretty good.
7 and 9 was supposed to be a backdoor pilot for the Rangers with Jerry Ryan and Picard, but they didn't pick it up. Yeah, that was stupid because that would have been good to see the Rangers with her in it, because that, I don't know why they're not exploring that. That would be a really good one too, I think. But
Jerry Ryan was just more fan service to try to get people to watch.
well, yeah, I mean, they had Cass on there, and then she left, and then Seven came in, and who's not going to watch it when you got Jerry Ryan on there? I mean, her character was good. The storyline was good about her being a Borg drone and then rediscovering her humanity and everything on top of it.
They had to change her outfit from the very first time she was on the show. That silver outfit they had her in, because it was so tight she couldn't breathe. She started getting lightheaded.
I believe it, because you see how tight that thing is on her. It's like, that looks uncomfortably tight. I mean, that does not look at all like any sort of Starfleet uniform like the rest of them are wearing.
Yeah. I thought it was fantastically tight.
Yes, I thought it was fantastically tight too. I mean, she wore it very well, and I don't have a problem with it. It's just like, wow, that is a little too tight for a uniform. Not that I'm having a problem with it, but so anyway, what games do you guys got on the table? Or aside from on the table, what do you guys have planned to get on the table here pretty soon? What's that? Oh yeah, Broken Logic, got that in too.
Yep. The expansion for that just came out. For those who do not know, Broken Logic is excellent. The three of us played through a scenario of this that Mark Walker came up with. So this expansion I would very much recommend. It's still in shrink. I have not opened it yet, but I can almost guarantee it's going to be good, because the original Long Road was excellent. So I'm expecting very, very, very good things from Broken Logic. I can't wait to get that one to the table.
I love that cover.
All the zombies on it. And
the cover art's great.
The coloring on it, everything is just phenomenal. Yeah. And then I love the book that it comes with a little novella. That's just a really a neat little added bit to it. And then with the Kickstarter, I ordered the 2 books because I had the one book and then I lost it when I moved.
Revelation.
Yeah, I was like, it may be in one of the boxes somewhere that I haven't unpacked, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to order both. And Mark actually signed all the copies. So I was like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a nice little addition to have. So it's like, I got the 2 books in now, the novella. So it's nice to have a little bit more backstory to fill in and get that done. And hopefully it would be nice to see him do some more and maybe get some Audible books going.
Yeah. That's so he's got this new contract with the guys from Jason Anspach and Nick Cole. I forget what's they called, Wargate. Their books are
Wargate,
Wargate Publishers. So he just got signed up with them. I think it'll be great for him. They're going to rework his books and spiff them up and make them a little bit longer and develop the characters a little bit more. And he's got there'll be 3 books I think he'll have then. So and they sell pretty well.
Yeah,
and it's perfect fit for their style too, right?
And who knows, maybe that could lead them to say, hey, you know what? You got a game and a book series crossover. Right. We got a book series. Now we need a game. Yeah. Because imagine that.
Oh, dude,
Galaxy's
awesome.
Edge.
Galaxy's Edge would be so awesome.
That would be so great. Then they need to get a computer game, just a Tyrus Rex computer game.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, Solo running around.
Just being Tyrus Rex. Yeah. And awesome. Then the one thing that I haven't seen before, it was just this weekend, is the Arisen series that I was telling you about. I think you got one of them, but I'm up to book 6 now in the Arisen series, which is, for those who haven't heard about it before, it's a zombie apocalypse, but from a different perspective. Instead of the standard zombie apocalypse where everybody's running around and surviving, it's the same thing. Everyone's running around and surviving, but it's from the military aspect. Right. These are the surviving military units that are still out there. And like, there's the JFK, the carrier, the JFK, and then there's the Michael Murphy, which is a destroyer. And they're out there on the water and they're having to go inland and stuff like that, where they're having to fight the dead. And it's cool because it does it from a military perspective. Well, this weekend on Audible, they did this huge series sale where they did all these book series. They were on sale for up to 80% off.
Oh, sweet.
So I went and I bought all of the books that I didn't already have in the Arisen series for like $4 a pop. That was like
that's nice.
sweet. So I got all the Audibles now, except for the Arisen Operators line. I haven't gotten that one yet. So, but that's like book 23, I think 24 through 28 or something. I'm like,
Right.
I'm only on book 6. I got a while to go until I need to get to the other ones.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, if you guys are into zombie apocalypse stuff and you like military, obviously we all do here, definitely check it out, especially the Audible if you like Audible, because it's read by R.C. Bray, who does the Galaxy's Edge books up until the most recent ones. Then he changed over to another narrator, but he is a phenomenal narrator and he really draws you in to the
I see
story.
Ray's back. He's Bray is
Was he back?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
nice.
back for them yet. They just announced it on the newsletter.
Sweet. I haven't I guess I haven't read the newsletter. But
I was going to tell you also, Nick Cole wrote a book, and he's started his own publishing thing now. It's called The Red King.
Oh, nice.
And it's literally waking up the next morning with the apocalypse type thing.
Really?
Like, super gritty, super real. And the first character is this guy who broke up with his girlfriend. And so he's been getting drunk for like about 3 weeks, and he's miserable. And he just got fired from his job or whatever. And so he's buying like flagons of alcohol. And so when all this apocalypse stuff happens, he's like, I need alcohol. So he goes on a booze run and tries to go in to crash the 7-Eleven and get alcohol.
Oh my God.
It's really funny, but it's also really kind of spooky too, because he's such a fucking idiot.
He doesn't realize that the world around him is completely
right. It's like crumbled. It's all kind of going crazy, and then he meets 2 neighbors, one neighbor's allegedly a neighbor, but there's 3 of them, and then it starts introducing some other characters and stuff. I think it's going to be a long series. It's
nice.
It's not I'm not super interested in that because it's not my cup of tea, but he writes really well, so it's kind of compelling.
Yeah. No, it'll be enjoyable because I did not pick up. I have not. I kind of paused on Galaxy's Edge because I got up to the end of the primary story, as I call it. I think it was by the end of season 2, maybe,
season 2 or season 3. Yeah, season 2.
And then season 3 starts off with the rebuilding of the Republic or whatever. And I started to listen to the first book, and I was like, it was a different narrator. So I was like, and how they did the narration, how they did the changeover, I thought was kind of neat. They had R.C. Bray start off telling the beginning of the thing, and then his voice fades out and the other guys comes in. So I was like, it was a really cool way of passing the torch to a different narrator.
That's nice.
It was a nice way of doing it. And it was good. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I was just like, yeah, okay, it's good. But I've gotten so into being just reading book after, or listening to book after book after book. I was like, okay, now I'm pretty much caught up. I'm like, I need to pause this for a while, let them build back up so I can sit down and binge them. Because I don't want to like listen to a book and be like, oh, gotta wait for the next one.
Well, you've got a bunch to go. Have you done all the we'll talk later.
The Tyrus Rex?
No, there's a rescue team one series. It's like 4 books in that. They're really good too. They're like super special forces they do high value target rescues and and things like that, and rescue and recovery. So they're kind of like rescue SAR team, right? Search and rescue team.
Okay, so are they Legion also or no?
Yeah, they're Legion. They're like they're
the 1% of the 1% of
the 1%. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check those out because, like I said, I only came up on Arisen by accident because I saw Arisen Raiders. And I was like, Arisen Raiders. I was like, oh, okay, this is another zombie thing, and I love zombie stuff, but at the same time, it's like, all right, what's new?
How many more can you read, right?
Yeah, and I was like, what's new in this? Oh, it's told from the Marine Raiders perspective. Okay, I'll check it out. Because I got it was the first 2 books in the 5-book series on Audible, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. I'll see if it's any good. And I'm halfway through book 1. I was like, I'm buying book 3 and 4. They never released book 5 yet on Audible, so I bought the book itself instead. And I really dug that. And I was like, wow, now I got to get into the regular story, which is the one I told you about,
Yeah.
where you go through so I bought the omnibus, which those two audibles had book 1 through 3 and then 4 through 6. And then the other ones are all individual books. So I'm up to, like I said, book 6 now, and really, really digging it. Yeah, so I'm like 10, 11 books into the whole series out of 28. So almost halfway through.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, definitely good stuff. And I would love to see that turned into a game, because like we were talking about Broken Logic, where we got off in this tangent. Broken Logic looks really, really good. The components look fantastic. We know the gameplay is fantastic. Everything's going to be good. But if we can get Galaxy's Edge to get the same type of treatment, who knows? Maybe we can convince Mark to work on something for that.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
That would be awesome.
Super cool. Yeah.
Well, have you tried the new expansion for BattleTech, the solitaire component?
No, I have not. Have not had a chance.
You got.
What do you have? You tried it?
Now I'm blacking out. The Aces expansion, and it allows you to actually play it solitaire or cooperative. So I'm doing a cooperative campaign with a buddy of mine. You can create your own lands. You get X amount of points to kind of build it out however you want. And then you'll use so many points. So you'll have like 8 mechs to start, but you're not going to take them all on the mission. You'll take like 4, but they'll get damaged. Components will get destroyed. You have to repair them, buy new ones. Your pilots can level up. So you can do a whole campaign out either by yourself or with someone, whichever way you want to do it. And the AI is actually pretty effective.
Really good
at running the opposition. Plus, the set comes with, it's basic terrain, but it's enough to get you started.
Mm-hmm.
Some cardboard buildings, rocks, and the like.
Yeah, what you get with Alpha Strike, and you can also get there's a separate separate component pack, I should say, where you can get more trees, more buildings and stuff like that from the Alpha Strike pack.
I actually did a video. I recommended it. Now I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head, but they have a 6 by 4 foot cityscape that you can get.
Yeah,
it's $40. The paper one.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting great things, but I was like, if it's serviceable, I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually really happy with it. Now I took the step of building the buildings, gluing them together so they're permanent. And then I packed them with foam as well. So they're actual structures. They're not just cardboard.
Yeah. If you have the room to store it. If you don't, then you can put them all back in the box and then unpack them and use them. But they're going to stand up. They're not going to be problematic.
That's excellent. It's $40 and you get enough to cover completely a 6 by 4 table. And you can have a whole city fight battle going on, BattleTech or Epic Warpath or anything in that scale that you want to use it for. So for the cost versus what you're getting, you can't beat the price that you're paying.
No.
It's phenomenal. I recommend that one. Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. I've got a video of it up. Y'all check it out if you're interested. But excellent wargaming terrain, because you can use it for multiple different ones. It depends on if you want to play it by yourself.
The basic box set, and then you can get you can still play 30-25, the basic box set. Play 30-25 solitaire. You can play both sides. Get used to the mechanics and everything, and then you can get the aces.
The only one that comes with the solitaire components, I'm trying to get it up. Yeah. The BattleTech Aces Scouring Sands. That has the cards that you need to play it solitaire, and it comes with enough mechs to get you started. There's 8 of them, 2 vehicles.
Yeah, you get between that and the basic box set, you get enough to field like I think 15 or 16 mechs. So you got enough.
You can find the Alpha Strike box on sale.
Yeah, you can get another 4 or 6 mechs depending on what you got, and then you can get some vehicles too. And you can get that stuff. You can pick up as you go. You don't need to have the extra stuff. You could literally play with just the box set, the basic box set, and you could play both sides without AI. Learn the mechanics. Just keep it simple. 30-25. You don't have to get into the clan era and all that other stuff. And then if you want to get into the solitaire part, you can get the Aces expansion, and then you have the AI that will run it for you. that you'll run your opponent for you. Now, the campaign, is the campaign dynamic or is it fixed?
And variable on the missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dynamic.
Okay, that's cool.
So just if you win, you might go to this, or you might be presented with a choice, like you can go here and do this mission, or you can go here and do this mission. One pays this, one pays this. It's similar to MechWarrior 5, the video game, and the fact that you can pick and choose the missions you want to take, but you got to do stuff to get money. I mean, you're a mercenary lance, so you've got to get money so you can buy new mechs, so you can get bigger mechs and get more money to buy new bigger mechs. And but
the main thing is I like when they, if you can play without doing the money thing. If you're just playing as, it's one thing to play as a mercenary, it's another to play for a house or a nation. And then you have Battlefield Salvage, where you can recover stuff off the battlefield and then reuse them. But the whole thing is you pretty much have to create your own campaign system for that, for Battlefield Salvage and how you're going to use the stuff.
If you get aces, it's in there.
Okay.
The dogs killing each other.
Yeah. Well, one dog heard something, then the little dachshund went nuts because that's what she does.
No, it actually has a whole system that if your mech gets taken out, you got to roll to see if it gets destroyed or if it's salvageable.
Yeah.
If it's salvageable, how much damage did your pilot get killed? Was he recovered? All of that is accounted for in the campaign. If you're looking to do a solitaire cooperative thing, I would recommend starting with aces. If you just want to play with people, I would just get the Alpha Strike set or the mercenary set.
Or you can get just a basic BattleTech set.
Yes.
And then you can get the aces. Then you can get Alpha Strike, because they're going to have all the cards for all of them are going to be, all the cards, the Alpha Strike cards are going to be in all the games. The aces is going to give you the AI cards. And then you can create
a 3D printer. You don't need to buy anything.
You can do that too. You can House Steiner, the Germans all the way, space Germans. But they have the, you can create your own mercenary company. You can use historical mercenary companies from the BattleTech lore. There you go.
Groovy.
That is a 4 base. See how big. That is a super mech. So this one is, they go sizes 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a size 6.
So it doesn't even exist. It's one of those fantasy mechs that they make.
No, it's really in the game. Well, no, it's not like you can't buy it, but there is a card you can get for it.
So somebody made the card
list. Yeah. But I downloaded the file and printed it.
Yeah.
And painted it myself. So no, it's not just like a retail mech you can get, but I made that one myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use it too.
There you go. And then if you got the 3D printer, like you're saying, and Nordic Maelstrom,
it has to be a resin. It can't be an FDM. FDM does not print at a fine enough detail.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's going resin now, aren't they?
No, because it just depends. Resin is great, but it's very brittle.
People are buying resin more.
Resin used to be the expensive one, and it used to be FDM printers that were the cheap ones, but now it's switched. And FDM are the expensive one, and you can get a resin printer, a good one, for like $120. But FDM,
any chance in the future we can have a live in-person whiskey where you game BattleTech or anything for that matter? I'd love to see what we all would. We've done live streams, and we're like we were talking before about. We did that with the Long Road, and
Modern Tactics.
We did it with Modern Tactics. We've done it with Across the Boog River. We've done it with a few games, and but we haven't done in person at a convention yet. So hopefully we'll do that in the future.
Well, none of us have all been at
the same convention at the same time. Yeah,
they have them all over the country, and none of us live near each other. Hell, even you guys are hours away from each other.
Yeah, not too bad. Like
it's just a Texas drive.
Yeah, I mean it's like 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. You're about.
It's 5.
Is it 5?
It's at least 4.
No, Nordic BattleTech counts as wargaming. I count miniature gaming as wargaming. There's plenty of historical.
Which BCS is your favorite?
Yeah, no.
So, okay. So what other wargaming questions aside from BattleTech? Meaning we got sidetracked on BattleTech. But yeah, Long Road was a good one, and we expect you got your copy in too, right? Of Broken Logic.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a quick look at it. I read the scenarios and stuff. It looks all pretty straightforward. Lots of new hero characters and stuff. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, and I think it'll be cool with the walkers now to get some miniatures for those. Get those on the table. That would be kind of badass.
Yeah, I think the scenarios basically run through the sequence of the book that comes with the game.
And overall, I think there's like 40 something scenarios now between the two expansions and the base game.
The Fatherland ones are actually pretty good. I've played most of those.
Yeah. So I think it's like overall, I think there's close to 40 or 40 something, which is really good value. I mean, because you're basically what I love to. I wish I had the time. I would love to sit down and go from scenario 1 all the way through.
Right.
And do just like it would be cool to document it and do like a video series, almost like a story telling the whole story. Here's how the conventional war is going, and all of a sudden, what the fuck? We got zombies and we got vampires and werewolves. What the hell?
Yeah. I've tried to write stuff about each scenario I've played, but I haven't done them in order necessarily. So. You know what I have been doing that's been fun that I've been writing up on my Substack is that great campaign. I did World of War too.
Yeah, did that
great
too,
campaign to the American Civil War, Double Blind. That was fun. We had a lot of fun with that.
Gimpy's doing an unboxing while we're talking.
Unboxing. I think there's a bunch of British stuff in there, scimitars.
Well, the British ones, see, those are the purple ones. Those are the legends and the monsters. The British ones you can easily tell because you can tell by the flag.
Yeah, this is the British ones, right?
Yeah. Those are the British ones.
That's a total lie. Those counters are a total lie. So I'm not a big fan of those ones.
I don't like that.
But they definitely stand out. They're easy to read. I mean, they're easy to tell on the table.
There's no mistaking that it's the British.
No, that's the Brit. Yeah.
Definitely. I think a solid color. I mean, I get what they were going for, but that just, it's kind of a loud.
It's really loud.
Counters. Like it just stands out.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the
not such in a good way.
But the great campaigns American Civil War Double Blind thing was super cool. And finally, I haven't played it really, so I'm about to this fall. I may do last Blitzkrieg. I'm setting up Panzer's Last Stand, I think, next week. We'll see. I'm waiting to see if Sound of Drums is going to send those games anytime soon. Because I don't want to set something big up and then have to get their Quatre Bras game up.
Which games?
Yeah.
Quatre Bras, it's a Napoleonics thing. They've got that coming out. Supposed to be shipping soon. And then he's got that other Battle Commander game as well. It's a Napoleonics. A little bit more abstract.
I backed that one.
Curious. Yeah,
that was the name of it, right? Battle Commander.
I think it's called Battle Commander. Yeah, super curious about that system.
I think that is shipping soon.
Yeah, I think they're all getting ready to ship.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else was I going to say. Oh, so the GCACW stuff was really interesting. Having an umpire really made you use your cavalry for scouting. Nobody knew what the hell was going on, and we had a lot of fun. Our crew did really well. So
now, when you played that, when it was umpire, did you play strictly by the game rules, or did the umpire modify the rules?
I'm sure he modified them. We don't know. You just issue your orders. He gives you a map, shows you where your stuff is on Vassal, and then everything else that you learn, you are told, and then. Because our leaders were all very close to each other, we were able to map up, right? But otherwise, we had to send emails or Discord messages to each other to facilitate communication, right? Oh, actually, we did have to send emails. We had to send them through the umpire to get to the leader, and then he would work out how long that would take to get to the other person, update the situation or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, because you had people assigned to those roles, right?
Yeah, we had I had 3 corps commanders, and then I was Lee, and I had a dude who was helping me. It was Kai, helping me with like chief of staff type of thing.
Mhm.
And then the other crew, the union, had I think at least 7 guys, because there
Wow.
were six cores and 2 leaders, and then someone ran all the depots as well. So that's 6, 8. That's 9 people. What? How about that? Well, there you go.
Beat everybody to it.
I wonder if that's the same from Sound of Drums.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm surprised that I don't have it yet, because he said he was going to try and get it to us early. Interesting. Okay.
Well, we'll have to look into that. But I haven't heard anything from him either on that. And so I thought last I heard was that they were getting ready for those. So maybe he's got them out already. But
yeah, maybe he's just shipping it. I don't care. I'm just curious.
Yeah, and the battle group Battle Clash.
Yeah.
Battle Group Clash Baltics. I screw that name up.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be shipping now, isn't it?
Yeah, that should be shipping soon. So we'll see.
I didn't order it. I'm not interested. I don't think I'm.
Yeah, I'm interested in exploring it more, because when we played it, we did the thing me and Nate did. It definitely has me interested in seeing how well it plays out in more detail. Playing it, you play one scenario, work through it. It's like, okay, well, this is how this worked. Well, I want to see it repeatedly, and I want to try different things, play scenarios, the same scenario, and try different things and see how things work out.
Yeah.
But
we can't try it electronically, because the electronic dice hate you.
No, they do. They definitely do. I mean, every time it works like a champ, I'm gonna get smoked, and I don't care, because as long as
every single time, anytime,
especially for a demo, it's good, because
Vassal,
it definitely hates me.
The dice gods, like every time I was rolling an attack against Mo, it's like 11 or a 12.
Success. I roll 1. It's like, damn. And even he was like, man, this is not even funny anymore. This is just insulting. And I was like, I don't care. Because the good thing is, when you're doing a demo, especially, you don't want to have good rolls all the time for everybody, because then you're like, oh, that one just missed. No, you want to see one side get pounded. So I'm the side that gets pounded. And that's fine, because now we're seeing how the combat works, and we're seeing how attrition works, and how all of it, it all plays into the entire, all the mechanics of the game. When people are watching it and want to see if they like this type of game, they're going to see it. If you just had this guy hits, this guy doesn't hit, or I shouldn't say that. If this guy hits, but this guy is able to evade it or something like that, you see that repeatedly because of good die rolls. And it's like, well,
nothing happens.
It kind of sucks. There are a lot of bullets flying. No one's dying.
I see
you
what
want to
he's
see the
going for
attrition
with the game, though.
Mhm.
And I think he's going to run into a problem with those rule stickler type of gamers, the ones that want everything down to the millimeter, regimented out down to
I said that.
small
That's why
dollar.
but he does have the thing when it comes to each of the hexes, not hexes, the squares, that he does have that little counter in there that you can use. That's 250 meters across. So you can count 2 across, and that's halfway through that entire grid. Because I said, there's, there are going to be people that are going to be doing that. Well, is he really 1,000 meters away, or is he 1,010, or is he 990? It's like, come on, man. I mean, if you want to split hairs on stuff like that, it's just, it's.
Well, I mean,
it depends what the intent is, right?
Yeah.
It was fine, because one case Mo's moving his guy up, and I'm like, hey, you might want to back him up just a scotch. I'm assuming you're trying to put him just out of my fire range.
Sure.
And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, okay, intent established. Don't worry about it. We're good. But this is between 2 guys who know each other, game together, and don't have a problem doing that.
Yeah. There's always going to be somebody that's going to do. Yeah. No, you took your hand off it. There's no take backsies. That's it. I'm going to shoot you and kill you now. It's like,
no take backs.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on, man. You're killing the spirit of the game. And it's like, okay, were you moving up to that wood line right there? Yeah, well, pull it back just a little bit so that way we know you're inside the wood line and you're not at the leading edge where you can be seen. That's all you have to say to your opponent. It's like you're intending to be in there, right? It's pretty obvious because you're in the woods. Yeah, well, I think you're at the edge of the woods, so I should be able to shoot you. I can't say when people do that in a game. If you start doing that with me on a table, I can tell you that the first time you do it, I'm going to be like, okay, are you just clarifying or are you being a dick? And if you do it a second time, I'm like, this game's over and we're done. I'm never gaming with you again because I don't.
I'm
game that
I'm
way.
usually being a dick.
Well, there's difference between just being a dick and then being a dick. And it's like if you want to bust someone's balls, that's fine.
Right.
But if you're trying to gain the edge because you have to win the game, you're killing your own enjoyment
Oh,
of the
yeah.
game.
Okay.
It's cardboard. I mean, you're not going to be some major, super smart general by beating someone in a war game.
There are no prizes for the games we play.
No, there's no money.
I was explaining, yeah.
But you will lose a lot of respect. You lose a lot of capital in the respect column.
There was a tournament I played in, and it was X-Wing tournament, right? So of course we're playing, but the prizes are dice and measuring sticks, nothing fancy. And the guy I'm playing against got so mad at the dice roll going bad that he throws down his measuring stick at the table, which not only breaks his own stuff, but then it goes flying off the table and hits someone else who's nearby. And I'm like, this is the point where I call the TO because I'm not tolerating this shit. You're not throwing stuff at me. Like it's a game. We're here to have fun.
Yeah.
He got booted after that shit. But it's if you can't behave properly because you lose a dice roll, then you don't need to be playing the game.
I was playing this game, Carthage, with a buddy of mine. He lives in Austin. He's a retired lawyer, right? So he loves to talk, and he's pontificate, walking around the table, pretending like he's in a court case. He used to try cases. As he discusses, and he's super into history, discusses what's going on and why the rule is this way and all this sort of stuff. And then he says, blah, blah, blah. All I need to do is not roll a 9, and then this will happen and that will happen. And then this is why this is such a great game. And he rolls a 9. He picks up the die and he tosses it right across the house, right into the kitchen. His wife starts ducking, and he's cussing and swearing, God damn it, motherfucker, that stupid goddamn game. Threw the dice, and then he picked up. He said, I'm rolling again. I said, okay, just don't roll a 9, right? He rolls a 9. Threw that dice, and I said, maybe we should either A, have a whiskey, or B, stop playing for the rest of the day. Which one would you like to do? So,
or what we could do is you could re-roll again with the D8.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, it's so funny.
That is funny. Or make him roll 2 D8s and see if he rolls a 9. He rolls a 5 and a 4, and then you go, that's it, dude. You're never supposed to play this game ever again. There are people that get like that. And yeah, it is frustrating if you get bad rolls. I mean, we've all had those games where we get just bad roll after bad roll. And if I'm playing someone and I see they're just getting a series of bad rolls, I'm going to be like, you know what, dude? Re-roll it. Just re-roll again, because this is not fun for me either, because I'm steamrolling you. Yeah, I'm steamrolling you just because you're getting bad rolls, and that's not fun. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for me. So re-roll the damn thing, and what does it hurt? It doesn't hurt anybody. It's your game. Play the way you want to play. Have fun.
Yeah, that's like my buddy who I played with on Monday night. So in Australia, he made a whole bunch of mistakes in the turn. This is 3 weeks ago. And we hadn't played for 3 weeks. And I was looking at the map because I had to do my move while he was gone. And I looked, I was like, oh, dude, yeah, you broke all the rules in spring prelude. You had 6 stacking points in the hex, and you're only allowed to attack out of the hex with 4 stacking points. And he was attacking with all of them from 3 hexes. And I couldn't work out why he kicked my ass in these 2 attacks. And that was why. And I sent him a little note. I said, don't worry about it. But, those 2 attacks should have been, we should redo them. But let's just keep playing and not worry about it, because I've already moved my stuff. It just doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to keep things in perspective. Mistakes are made, honestly, or through ignorance. Right. Fog of war. It's like you either misinterpreted the rule, you forgot a rule, or whatever. As long as somebody is not doing it habitually where they're trying to cheat, it's like, you know what? And then generally, if you do something like that, if you make a mistake, if I make a mistake, I'm like, oh shit, let's redo that. Or you know what? Let me kill this unit then. I'll stop the unit's advance. I'll pull them back a couple of hexes, or I'll kill them off. Yeah. Just something to even it out, because I did not intend that, and that's just fair, in my opinion, because you're playing for fun. So, anyways,
you ever encounter someone actually cheating?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen people cheat where they'll either. I had a guy when I played an old game called Cav. It was kind of cheating in a way. He would roll these. They were triple. They were triple or yeah, they were triple D6. It was a weird. It was a D20 type thing, and he rolled D6. He rolled them for D6, but it had 6 on it more than one time. I mean, more than 3 times. And he was like, "Oh no, these are okay." I was like, "Dude, why are you just roll a D6? Why are you rolling these weird dice?" And he was always rolling with these, and then we found out that they were like loaded dice, and I was like, it's like what the hell? And this is supposed to be a pickup game on a Thursday night for fun. Why are you doing this? Why are you, I mean, what do you think you're accomplishing? You're just going to end up getting yourself banned from being invited to play. And then of course you get the people they'll, especially with miniatures, they were like, "Oh, he really is here." And they'll move it up an extra inch so they're in range, or they'll move them back so they're out of range. It's like, dude, don't be a jerk. Just play for fun. That's one of the reasons why I'll never do
front of
tournaments.
the base, but bringing the back of the base up
all the way.
So
all the way above. Yeah.
And some of those bases can be big. So we're talking 1 to 3 inches extra that you're getting. And that can matter. My brother caught a guy one time who was just seeming to be very oddly lucky. And he started paying attention to which dice he was using and noticed that on crucial rolls, he kept favoring these specific dice. And finally, he figured it out that the dice didn't have 1 on it. It was a D6, but the 6 was on there twice. And there was no 1 on there. So he ends up going to tournament operator over, and they end up kicking the guy. But it's like, really, dude?
Yeah. Well, that's also one of the main reasons why I don't play in tournaments of any sort, because when you're playing in a tournament, even if it's supposed to be a quote unquote friendly tournament for fun, unless you know the people in it, there's always going to be the one guy that I need to win. It's like, what are you going to win? A $10 gift certificate? Here's $10 out of my here. Take $10. Go away. Let's play with a bunch of people who just want to play for fun.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why tournaments, to me, I think kill the enjoyment of the game. And I'd rather just play and explore and have fun with my friends and make new friends and just to enjoy the experience of the game.
You just like to make friends with people, Mo.
That's right. I'm a friendly kind. I'm a people person. No, I'm not.
That's why I always liked the X-Wing community, because they were really friendly. Anytime we went to a tournament, I had a 4-person team I was part of. We always brought gifts for the other guys that we play with.
That's cool.
So like extra tokens or special items, and we would give them out to our other players. What's that?
Was this back when you were single? You were just trying to like hook up?
No, I wasn't trying to find a boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
He already had one at that point.
Yeah. That sounds like you had 3 of them.
Died off. I mean, Asmodee killed it. Which, how do you screw up a game that's based on Star Wars? But
how do you screw up movies based on Star Wars? Ask Disney.
Everyone part of that community was a lot better than like the 40K community, because they were all friendly, and we weren't the only ones who did that. Everyone else, for the most part, brought you. Like, I would come home with all this swag that I would pick up from other players.
Yeah,
new guy was participating in it, and I had an extra set of acrylic tokens. I had just replaced mine. I'd won a set in a previous tournament, so I went and gave him my old set. Everyone looked out for each other. It was a real good community. It was sad to see it go after they killed the game.
Yeah, that's true. So, well, we're going to wrap up here. And before we do, want to see what you guys had coming up soon here. What do you got coming up, Nate?
Well, I like to see it. Got that war in Spain.
Yeah, but that'll be going on until December. You'll be working on that a while.
I want to do right by it.
Yeah.
There's another game called Kingdom Dungeon Hero. It is already out, and it is by the same guy who's doing the Total Victory game that I mentioned earlier. It's a hex encounter, medieval fantasy-esque war game, but it's not just based on war. There's logistics to it. You have individual characters that you have to level up and the like. I'll be covering that one soon. Like I said, I've got some combat mission System Shock 2, so Marine stuff coming up that will be up very soon. SensuiCon, I just got done filming, so I'll have that up soon. And some other stuff I can't remember off the top of my head that I'm working on. Long Road as well. Broken Broken Logic. I'm looking forward to getting to the table. So lots of,
Nice.
of good stuff coming up here soon.
What about you, Kev?
No idea. I'm going to play Dresden.
I'm retired. I don't care anymore.
No, I mean, I want to. My tables are clear. I've got Dresden set up. Which way? There. But I can already tell that we're probably going to do 2 or 3 turns and pack it up and sell it, because it's that old SPI Napoleonic system, which is basically Zucker's NLB thing, but even lighter than that. So I think I'll skip out of that. I'm going to wait until try and find out when these games from Sonic Drums are coming. And depending on that, I'll either set up Panzer's Last Stand or something else, 2 or 3 map thing. Kind of get in the hankering for some OCS, maybe. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have big plans at the moment. I'm hoping we're going to do another play by email thing in the near future too. So I'm keen to do that.
Here's the thing too, with going back to your GCACW with the referee. How did that work? And it was brief, yes, but how did that work in comparison to what we were doing with the Vietnam?
Same idea in terms of communication exchange, but it was a turn a week. So we would get everybody to submit their orders. We get the results in from the umpire. The leaders would send it to me so I could see what was going on. We'd have a conversation about it, either swap emails, or we'd all be in the tent and do it on Discord. And then we didn't change our orders at all for us. It was a constant. Our plan worked basically. And then the other guys got fed information based on proximity to the enemy, right? Then he resolved all the movement, all the combat, all of the message intercepting, weather, whatever it is that was, going on in the game.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really. He's much better at it now, I think, than he was. Right.
Yeah.
He's really trying to get us to focus on the planning, operational planning, and assessment more than the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
Which everyone was like, asking all those questions. It's like, dude, stop, right? Write your orders, think about where you want to be, think about what they're going to do, and that's it. You don't have to know anything else. You're an officer, a general. You're instructing your troops to go do something. Don't worry about whether it's 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers, all that sort of stuff.
Well, the gamer inside of us still sits there and go, I need to understand how this is actually going to work.
Mechanics here.
Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way, which is true. You do want to make sure that you're not missing a step, because otherwise you go, yeah, I was doing this. And it's like, oh, well, because you told me only this, I only did this. You could have, if you wanted to do this and this, and you should have told me. It's like, damn it, I wish I had known that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Which is where that referee thing can be a little foggy for people. But as long as it moves smooth and it was good, that's really good.
I think it worked really well. We had just one guy that got, spun around the axle. And basically, I told the umpire, I said, just whatever he's doing, let him do it. I'm not answering his questions anymore. I don't care.
Just make sure he has to roll a 9.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, sorry, long answer.
No, that's good. That's good. So but that's it for this month. Next week, or not next week. Next week is next month, but next month we will be having a special guest on the show, and Roy Matheson from War Diary magazine is going to be on with us, and we'll be talking about what's coming up from War Diary. And we already have, all of us talking about Battle of the Bismarck Sea, and then the latest latest issues of War Diary magazine, which if you are not already subscribed to it, you really should go and sub to it.
Great magazine.
You have 2 options. You can go electronic, or you can do the digital, or you can do the print. Either way, you cannot go wrong. It is a fantastic magazine, a lot of great content in it, and they're even selling games now too. So a lot of solitaire games. If you're into solitaire games, good ones to check out. We've pretty much all covered them on our channel, so definitely go check them out, support them. They're a great small company. Roy does a great job with it, and just a fantastic magazine, well worth supporting in our opinion. So we will see you guys next month. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in tonight. Have a great night, everybody.